Hey there, this is the War Room. This is where a large team has done a lot of work. So we're going to walk you through the process. First, what you cannot see is the first step, which was them creating a vision and deciding exactly what their opportunities were and agreeing as a team where they were going to plan to go in the future. The next step was to create this high-level map. So here the team talked about what are the main roles in this process and what's the high-level process itself. So on this side you can see the inputs to the process. Through here you see the major steps of the process, and right here you see the outputs. And you have that for each of the roles. The next thing the team did was understand what does it mean to be value added. So they got the definition of a value added step, a non-value added step, and a non-value added but required step, and a non-value added step, which meant it was one of the 8 wastes. And then they got definitions of all of the 8 wastes, right? And with that, they used this labeling system to decide which of these steps was classically value add, which was non-value add, and which was non-value add but required. All right? From here, the team brainstormed sources of variation. So over here, you can see these are the categories of variation, right? Process, environment, system tools, people, inputs, measures, and people came in by role and brainstormed types and areas of variation for each of their roles. Why it took them extra long to do some steps, whereas it didn't take that long to do it in other modes. So each role brainstormed this, and when they were done brainstorming, they came through and they multi-voted the greatest sources of variation. So you can see all the sticky dots indicating what they thought were the greatest sources of variation. Once we had this, and this came from the people who did the work, we came over here to this opportunity matrix. So the opportunity matrix is looking at categories of potential improvements. Value, flow and pull, technology and automation, right source, and the culture of team performance. And inside of these, and these are in order of impact on a process, you've got, hey, are there steps we can just knock it out, don't do it at all? Have we got stuff that could minimize the motion and the work, the time to do it? And they brainstormed, how do we reduce variation? And they came up with areas to focus on. Each of these post-it notes is a particular idea for doing one of these opportunities, right? Can we do it? How do we do it right the first time? These are numbered, and you can see each of these numbers gets represented over here on the impact effort matrix. So now the team got together and decided, relative to each other, what was the relative effort involved in tackling these opportunities versus what's the impact. So what you're looking for, most of all, was things that were low in effort but high in impact, right? Once they categorized these, they decided, well, what kind of an effort would this be? Is this just a decision, stop doing this? Is this a training or retraining? People don't know the system, they don't know how it works. Is it a quick hit, something that could be quickly improved, or is it a burst? Get a bunch of people in a room and have them work together to decide how to fix it. Is it a pilot? Should we test how best it works? Or is it a full-fledged project and we've got to spend some time working on this? Once that determination was made, they made it to the calendar. And we decided, when can we tackle this? Who's going to be on the project? And we've been doing this now for a few months. So over here you can see November and December full of these blue tags saying these are done, these are done, these are done, right? And they've already saved 3/4 of a full-time equivalent, and they're still, we're in the middle of February, and we have more planned, and there were 100 opportunities in all, so there's a lot more to go. But anyway, this is the War Room. It's all visual, and having people come in here and see how things work had a huge impact, increased engagement, and got people pretty excited about this entire effort, which is still going on.